were shining like a jewel in the middle of the room. In the middle of the room. People say as you walked and you flung your way like a cool fresh breath of air in the middle of the room. In the middle of a noisy room. In the middle of the room. In the middle of a crowded room.
Aloha, everybody. Welcome to the Aloha Friday show, presented by the Sandwich Island Social Network, enjoying the music of Charles Ricardo. If that's not familiar to you, Charles is one of the masterminds behind the group Kohala, a Hoku Hano Hano award-winning group. And also back in the 60s and 70s, Charles Ricardo was part of the group Summer that came out the same time with Kalapana. And Charles still puts out great music from his home on the Big Island. So shout out to Brother Charles for letting us use his music on the Aloha Friday show. Ooh, love that music, man. My name is Kamaka Brown. Welcome to the Aloha Friday show. Oh my goodness, we have a great show for you today, and we were looking forward to this for many weeks. And shout out to talent wrangler, production assistant, all around good guy Nate Jones, who works behind the scenes to make things happen right here on the Aloha Friday show. Thanks, brother Nate. That's one Kaneohe boy living here on the continent right here in California. And right now we are so excited about having this guest on our show. Please welcome to the Aloha Friday show. She's in the green room right now. She's enjoying the poke bowl, the sushi platter from Kozo Sushi. We had some smoked marlin from Big Island. We went fly in specially, so we're going to check in, see if she's enjoying the stuff in our virtual green room. Please welcome to the Aloha Friday show, Yvonne Elliman. What's up?
Where's the?
It's virtual. It's virtual. Welcome.
Nate Jones. He came up to me at the Hollywood show, and he was pretty forward because he got a little bit of time because he's moving them along, as they went. Everybody wants to get out. But he put in his real fast and gave me the number, boom, 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 and got in touch. The guy's he's a hound dog.
He's on, man. He's on.
Hi, Nate.
So nice to have you with us, Yvonne. And we have quite a few of our friends have excited about having you on. Here's C Honda. C Honda lives here in Southern California. Aloha, Kamaka, and Yvonne. She works with Andy Bumatai on his podcast as one of the moderators. And here's one of our kupuna, Auntie Hetty, is here, and she says, "Aloha, I am on." Auntie, you are always on. You're always on, Auntie. You know what? And Auntie Hetty also has a group of senior wahines who dance hula, and she is their kumu, and they do so well. She has a group of senior citizens that dance, and Auntie Hetty is in her 80s already, and Auntie does fantastic. Yes, we love you, Auntie. Thanks. And look at her, so sassy. She's on this morning. She's letting us know she's on. We love her and Uncle Larry. And let me see. Okay, we have other friends that are joining us in just a little bit. So you know what? Our group
I
loves.
had a hula teacher when I was a small kid. Her name was Leilani.
Uh-huh.
She passed away not that long ago, but we did the show, with the tea leaves and everything and the red lipstick and so that we get on stage and then we start to hula and we're doing it and then I went one way and the rest of them went the other. And shortly after that I was asked to leave the troupe.
So you
Spankings on my leg with the bamboo stick.
pa.
Yeah, yeah.
You,
But I love the lipstick.
okay, so do you still remember some moves or some hula or what? Still yet?
Amen. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do. In fact,
Okay.
I bought a Tahitian skirt from right there where Baratania and kind of Eisenberg was. The hula
Okay,
shop
yeah.
there.
Yes, yeah, I know.
Bought
Across
the-
from
Yeah, I bought that
yeah.
skirt with the shell, purple and yellow,
Uh-huh.
the strings and all that. And so I used to, when we'd have wild parties in California, I would put that thing on. I'd come out, I'd boom, 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 boom. And the next morning I go, what the hell happened here? And there'd be all this grass all over the floor. And I had fun with that skirt. Yeah. Anyway, so I was always totally in love with Tahitian. because The
Oh.
movement was so. It looked like oil and water. The way it was just like gurgling, and I thought, I want to do that. That's a hard one, man. That ain't
Yeah.
easy,
Yeah.
and you got to keep your feet flat. And that's,
Right. And the shoulders, you cannot move your shoulders, you're supposed to-
Yes.
right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can smile.
And smile. That's the original.
Anyway, no, Yeah,
That's
I had my family lived in Kaimati, and my one auntie, she would make the Lahala hats, and she was very into the Hawaiian
Ah.
stuff. Yeah, and so she was the one that got me into hula, and I think she regretted it. But anyway,
let me see. We got some others over here. Let me see. Auntie Hetty says she left her ukulele class to get on. She also she.
Wow.
Well, are you with Uncle Keone or are you doing your own ukulele class? I kind of forget. I tell you, Auntie is so busy with so many things. It's so wonderful, to see her so
Well, I
active.
must meet this lady.
Yeah, yes. Next time you come to Southern California, absolutely.
Oh, she's over
Absolutely.
there.
She is in Southern California, yeah. And she says, Yvonne, you're not alone when it comes to all the different movement and do all of that. Yeah. Who else would just jump on? Let me see. Because I think we have, we have a couple more that are texting me that they're going to be a little bit late. You see, the ohana, they always on a little bit of Hawaiian time over here. So Yvonne, okay, so I just got the red eye at LAX. I flew into Honolulu. I pick up a car. I give you a call. I said, girl, I am past hungry. I am hangry. Where we going to eat?
Mouse.
Yeah, okay. That's local style. Come eat. I get left over. No worry.
I won the Malibu Pie Festival. I won first place. My
What?
pies are delicious, and people come from everywhere on earth to eat my pies.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
A little
What?
exaggeration, but no, they are good, and I won first place. And
Wow.
my daughter's soccer game because I saw the judges going around. They were tasting, and I saw them stop at my pie and they tasted and they looked at each other and they went like that. And I went, ooh, looks good. But so I had to go to the soccer game, right? So I ran up to the where that was happening. When I came back, it was nothing, just like tumbleweed. And I said, hey, Yvonne, you won first place. I went, what? They said, your prize is over there on the stage. I went, oh yeah. So I went over and it was an apron.
Oh.
That was
Okay.
it. But
Okay.
I won first place with my apple rhubarb with the basket weave crust, and it was from the Nu'uanu Ladies Cookbook. That's the crust I use. Yeah, and it's a winner. It is. Usually plenty Crisco, and it's not that good for you. But every now and then you can have a half cup of Crisco, and why not?
Scoop that Crisco in there. Scoop them in there. No worries. That's why I was just going to ask you because for pies, it's all in the crust, right? I mean, that's the thing. If the
Absolutely.
crust, right?
You want a custard pie that has a nice crunchy crust at the bottom.
Yeah.
You hate that custard pie with a soggy in it. It's like
Yeah.
stodgy and all.
Yeah.
Mine's crunchy. and I learned that from Mr. What's his Don Chinatown, not there anymore, but I can't remember his name because 72. That's why. But no, that's you got to have a crunchy. So there's a way you do that, and I'll let y'all know that later on.
So the secret is Crisco. Got to use Crisco.
Yeah, and you pre-bake the shell a little bit so it doesn't shrink.
Oh,
Yeah.
pre-bake the
the
shell.
crust.
The crust. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's another way to do it where you pre-bake the crust so you get it exactly right, and then you bake the custard in another pie shell that has a real good, Velcro, not Velcro. What's the slippery stuff called? Teflon.
Okay.
Well, it was Teflon. It's different now, and you slip it into. It's called slipped custard pie. You slip it onto the crust, and then you get, guarantees, right?
Look at you.
Yeah, I've never done that. I tried it once. It all fell apart. So it's difficult.
Oh, I was taking notes, Yvonne. I was taking notes on baking pie, Okay. But do you have a place beside your house? You guys, when you and hubby want to go say, hey, we go eat something. Where do you have a place at all?
One place we love to go to, and it's because of their chicken papaya soup is Asahi Grill. I love that place.
Ooh, chicken papaya soup. Not for a long time. Yeah.
Delicious. It really is good, and the oxtail soup's good too. And so we go in, and it's just the staff is so friendly, and they're so like that, and they just mingle with you, and they can see we're good tippers, and so they make extra.
Oh yeah, they make extra on that, yeah. Of course.
Tell them we're good tippers ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
Then guaranteed you get good service.
That's so great. So let's just put the rewind button on just for a second, and we're gonna fast forward rewind back to Roosevelt High School on the slopes of Papakulea. The year is 1969. Roosevelt High School, 1969. The Rough Riders on the slopes of Papakulea, right there on Nihoa. I happen to have personal memories of it because I went to Roosevelt myself. But there you are, Roosevelt High School, 1969. What's going on in your mind as regards to your future? Where are you at in terms of?
Well, there I am on the hill by the big tree, cutting out from school. I watched my mother drive by in her green and white Ford with a cigarette hanging from her mouth, driving to work. Pohaku's off limits.
Okay.
That's what she worked. And so I'm cutting up. I have to go up to the Tantalus to go to the meadow to smoke my weed. So that was me.
Wow.
That's not the only memory. Okay, no. When I was a freshman, did they have freshmen back then?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I went to Stevens before then with 7th, 8th, 9th, right?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, so they didn't have freshmen.
Then they had junior, sophomore, junior, senior. Yep.
So yeah. It's changed now. Yeah. What, honey? Yardmen came. Oh, the Yardmen came.
Oh, the Yardmen came. Tell them, come on.
Newsflash. I was hoping that the sound doesn't come in. And you can tell the guys, don't to the side by the house over here. Yeah. Because it's loud. The weed.
Oh, it's loud. Oh, okay. All right. Tell him if he can come to my house next, because I need my yard. I need my yard too. But you're playing with a group, like a folk music group, or what is it?
We folk.
Okay.
We folk was Tree Hollies that lived up the road from me. Two twins and their sister. We just got together and we started singing harmony, and the folk scene was heavy. So they had wonderful voices, and they also played other instruments. And so we started singing, and my dad, he was vicariously, he sang through me, because he was frustrated that way. He was a lefty that was turned into a righty, and things change in your brain when you do that to somebody. So so vicariously he was the manager, and he said, hey, that harmony song's wrong, you try it again. And so he was there, was cracking the whip, and we got good. In fact, we won one time at Brown Bags to start one of those deals at the Shell. We won first place. Other Hawaiian bands were playing. We felt so proud. We won several box guitars and a stand-up jazz bass and a couple $100. It was big for us 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
fought.
yeah.
We went to the Army Navy bases. We played in front of the Halekulani right there on the beach for the tourists, and it was all free. But then it was worth it because the adulation we got and the compliments from the servicemen or whatever was high. You know, they were saying, "Oh wow, stars to be," and all that. So it goes to your head a little bit, but we're still, you know, we're still just kids. And so that was where I got my roots. And well, actually, I started when I was really young singing. There's Sunstar, Strawberry, and Sunstar, Banana. You know, following that commercials on TV. And so my dad and mom, they could hear, hey, I think she can sing, this girl, a little bit, you know. And so, and I started doing harmonies with the different commercials. It was all commercials on TV that I learned. And so then in school, I went to Manoa Elementary. This is unfortunate, but not really, because it turned out to be good in the end. But they called me Yvonne Elephant, right? Because element,
Oh,
elephant. And
element, elephant.
I wasn't big kombucha or anything, but I was maybe a little baby fat still hanging on, you know. And so, and so I didn't mind it. I just laughed it off, you know. I mean, first there was like Vomit Boy, then there was Halitosis Girl, and then there was Elephant. Kids are so cruel. They're just cruel, man. And so at Christmas time, the teacher said, I want people to raise their hands. You can choose who you want to get up and sing a Christmas carol. And so they picked Millicent. Of course, Leona was the second and third, you know, or first and second choices. The beautiful and smart, right? And then some guy, I remember his name, Mark Dennis. Let elephants sing, like that. So the teacher said, Yvonne, would you like to sing? I said, okay. So I got up and I sang the heck out of Oh Come All You Faithful.
Oh.
Sang it. And the teacher gave me the prize.
Oh.
And so after she gave me the prize, they stopped calling me Elephant. It was like, wow, when you sing, good things happen. Except Mark Dennis, he kept calling me Elephant. I think he had a crush on me. That's why. So, you know, when you sing, good things happen. I think I carry that on. And today, my favorite animal is the elephant.
Okay. We have Lisa
Can you
Van.
hear that? Oh, can you hear that coming through the?
No, we're good. No, we're good.
Oh,
sounds good.
okay,
Yeah.
great.
We have
Okay, honey.
Lisa Van Hollen coming from Holland. She says, hi, Yvonne and
Oh my.
Kamaka. So she's watching all the way from Holland. Welcome, Lisa. Aloha to Holland. And let's
Thank you. You know one
see.
thing, hot speedometer. It's very nice. Hi, Lisa. I love Holland.
Here's
Yeah.
Philippa Kaiser. She goes, I'm here, but I'm not home. But I'm going to watch it later. Yes, all of our video podcasts are archived on our YouTube channel. So if you're not able to hang in there with us, you can check back by tomorrow. It'll be up on our YouTube channel. Very good. Yeah.
I'm going to be very hurt if not many people come in and you know, don't tell me, okay? Don't tell me until the lights are blinking crazy. We're going to go commercial or something.
Yes. So then there's this all of a sudden, in a very short amount of time, boom, it pops up that you are now with Andrew Lloyd Webber. How does that happen from?
I mean, you know, talk about lucky. I mean, I was so lucky. You hear that coming in?
It's good. We're good. Yeah.
So I was a failing student. I mean, when you cut out that much, and you don't go to school, you're going to get Fs. And so the teachers all got together with the band and orchestra teacher. His name is Peter Wilcox. He also taught world history. So I played bass, I played cello, I played everything I could, because that's why I went to school. I went to school for the music and art. I'm a lefty. That's how I think school should be run. I think they should find out your strong points and put you in that direction. Then people will go to school. That's the only time. I went to those periods, you know, and I'd be cut out for the rest of the time. So he said, you know, if you don't pass this girl, she's going to have, I don't know what kind of life she's going to have, but it's not going to be as good as it could be if you let her come with me to England. Because when he went Easter vacation time, he played a tape that he made of me. I went to the studio and cut a couple things. And he said, the agent said, you bring her here, we'll make her a star, right? And so he said, you have to pass her because there's a chance. I mean, this agent's a big agent. Maybe you could do something with her. So they all gave me D's.
So
I don't know if is that legal? I don't know. But they all gave me D's. And I passed. And so I remember going to graduation. I had on my white gown and I sewed on some of that bric-a-brac stuff, you know, the hippie kind of stuff. I sewed bells on the sleeves as I jingle as I walked up the aisle with my guitar. And I went to the podium and I sang "Society's Child" by Janice Ian. Come to my door, baby. You know, I don't want to see you anymore. It was really moving, and that was my goodbye to Roosevelt.
Wow.
And so, but I did love some of my teachers, but you know, you know, I don't know. It wasn't. I don't remember anything I learned really that much. You know, geography and all that stuff. I think that learning came on when I got to go out into the world and see the world, and then I knew about geography. You know, so when I went to England, my teacher said, "Let's go to England." 2 weeks after graduation, he took me, and we went to meet this agent, and immediately they wanted to change my name from Yvonne Elliman to Kim Shane, because Yvonne Elliman was way too ethnic.
Ah. Huh.
Anything that the man is like Jewish or something. Even though this guy's name was Morris King, that's Jewish, you know. So I changed to Kim Shane. So I was Kim Shane for like 2 weeks, you know, and it's not working for me. So I didn't do anything for a while. I just used to go down and take my bearskin rug, and I'd go down to Piccadilly Circus, and I would take my guitar and I'd start playing, and just because I wanted to play, and some kids say, "Oi, where's your hat? Put your hat on, your guitar key, something. You can make some money." And I said, "Really?" So they opened it. All of a sudden, the shillings start ching, ching, ching going into this hat. And so we had enough to buy our weed for the night. You know, so it was like, wow, this is really cool. This is really good. And so I got to stay with a family who became my financiers. They gave me £5 a week to spend, and they tried to get me gigs, but they weren't very good at it because they were financiers. They didn't know. So this one day, we go to lunch at ISO's in London. It's a Jewish restaurant, and this woman is sitting, you know, at the table far beyond the seat. I'm summoned to her. "Would you go and see this lady over here?" So I get up and I walk over to her. She goes, "Darling, you're very interesting looking, but you walk like a duck," you know. So she said, and I guess I did because I had to wear shoes, and I'm used to barefoot, you know. So she said, "Come to me. I want you to meet my seamstress. She'll make you a few gowns, whatever, and put some shoes on you, you know, some proper ones." So I guess. So I met her, and I stayed at her place. She was the reason I think I got to anywhere that I got to, because
Wow.
she believed in me. She introduced me to Peter Sellers, Jim Morrison. Marlon Brando was in her circle. She was married to Al Lettieri, who was Salazzo in The Godfather. Her name was Jan, and she was this big, busted, buxom, beautiful woman with 3 rows of eyelashes that were natural. Beautiful. She was Elizabeth Taylor stand-in, right? In
Oh my.
Cleopatra.
Okay.
So I was mesmerized by this woman because she was so lovely, and she taught me how to walk a little bit, you know. She said, no, put your feet in, don't. No. So I learned to walk a little better, and she got me these gigs. Like, she had me not rehearse, but audition for Ronnie Scott's jazz club and a couple other jazz places, and finally she got me down this place called the Pheasantry, which is like a has-been actors club, so they say. And so, but I was thrilled because I got to do 10 minutes in between the main acts. And so one night, the main act was Hendrix, Lambert, and Ross, which was a jazz band.
Yeah.
He didn't show up. He was not well or something. And so the owner said, "Yvonne, just do everything you know. Just get out there, please. Got to keep the patrons in here, you know." So I was thrilled. I got out my guitar. I did everything I knew, from Where Have All the Flowers Gone, Can't Find My Way Home, to, you know, and When I Die, all that stuff. And I was so happy. I was sweaty. Afterwards, I got off to the side, and then this man comes running up to me and goes, "You're my Mary Magdalene.
Ah.
You're my Mary Magdalene." And I went, oh, good. He said, "I've got this thing on Jesus Christ Superstar," and he's like rattling off. I said, "I heard Jesus Christ." I went, wow. You know, I was brought up Christian and Buddha. You know, my mom's Japanese, my dad's Haole. And so we didn't have a religion. It was like conflicted.
Yeah, I'll call you back.
Anyway, my husband outside the door.
Honey.
Yes?
People trying to connect, but it's only connecting to Kamaka's Facebook page. What's the link for the podcast?
People want to know what the link is to the
Yeah,
podcast.
just go through either Facebook. It's open, so it's no problem. Anybody can click on it.
Go to Facebook. It's open. Go to
Kamaka's Facebook
honey,
page.
I don't know. Ignoramus as far as that's concerned.
So
I can help you there. Yeah, and he said, "You're my Mary Magdalene," and he said, but he mentioned record. We're doing this record. I went, record, that's what I want to do. I want to see my voice on those little squiggly lines that are on the vinyl record. That's what I wanted to see represented, was my voice on that record. That was like, it was amazing to me how those squiggly lines could transport a voice into the room, you know. And so I said, yeah, I'd like to do it. And so he said, "Okay, come to my flat and listen to the song." And so he played "I Don't Know How to Love Him." And he's playing it, and it sounds beautiful. And I'm looking at the lyrics, I'm going, "Hey, but that's a weird song for a mother to sing to her son, you know." And he goes, That's not the mother, it's a whore. And I went,
Oh,
oh. I thought that was Mary the mother, Jesus' mom, Mary
oh,
Magdalene. I didn't know, because that was my
yeah,
whole religion, the nativity scene.
sure.
I'm not a non-believer or anything. It's just that was my upbringing.
Yeah,
And so I said, I see now. Okay, so he said, well, we're doing this record. So I went in and I, I I did one take and that was it. They said, that's it, we've got it. And that was it.
that
So I
was
walked
it.
away.
Wow.
And then they finished it and I had to do a couple more things. Everything's all right. And so we went into the offices and they said, we are going to offer you £100. And they took 5 20-pound notes, with gigantic things, like big, 5 of them laid across the desk. This or half of 1%. And so me and my Jan, she was my manager. She said, darling, it's a piece of crap, a piece of crap to me.
Oh,
She said, take the money. Yes?
When people connecting, only going to Kamaka's Facebook page.
I don't know what to tell you, my love.
yeah.
What people want to connect, cannot.
They're all. I have a lot of folks that are connecting right through my Facebook page, and because we're on Facebook Live. Okay.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
it wrong.
Yeah. So here's Don.
Maybe it's crowded. I'm glad it's crowded.
Here's Don Whiteley
Fun to be
Jr.
popular.
Yeah. Here's Don from Goose Creek, South Carolina, saying hello, my dear friend. Don Whiteley Jr. Saying hello.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hi.
And then we
Nice to hear
also
from you.
he says my wife Lori is left-handed as well. Okay. Well, uh,
I tell
I'm
you,
I'm a lefty too, so we're all
are
lefties,
you
right?
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we got to hang together because
See,
lefties, they're different. They're
absolutely.
creative.
That's yeah. That's my excuse. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. So so
There's
here's see
a
how.
lot of lefties in prison too.
So here's
That's
see how.
because Yes, because they have to adapt, and.
Okay. Yeah.
Oprah
Yeah.
had a show. She had a show, and she sent a doctor out into the world to
Yeah.
find out who was more intelligent, lefties or righties. And so he was
Uh-huh.
gone for 2 months. And when she said, he's coming back, and I was in front of the TV, so I wanted to hear about it. He said he found out that lefties are more intelligent
Wow.
because they have to adapt on the spot. They have to adapt. That's the only reason. That's the only difference. Everything else was pretty much
Look at this.
tie.
Here's brother Nate Yaris, a Kauai native now living in Southern California. He goes, lefties rule. That's right. Nate is lefty too.
Thank you. I just wrote a song called "Leave Lefty Alone." That's what they did to my dad. Tied it behind his back, and I hit it with a stick.
Here's C Honda. Here's C Honda says, I'm a lefty also. So all the lefties are here today as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm so glad.
Um,
That's
yeah.
yeah.
In fact, here's Don. Yeah.
Come on,
Before we
come on.
before we before we
My
do
husband has
that,
something for you.
okay.
Go ahead.
Kamaka.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. I'm getting calls from our manager, and what he's saying is that a lot of people are connecting to that link that was sent on her, that we posted on her thing, but it's only going to your Facebook page.
That's
It
where it
doesn't
should.
go.
That's where it should be because we have. I have a list of a lot of folks that are on my Facebook page right now watching us live because we are live and this is being recorded, and so that's where you should be on my Facebook page. Yeah. Okay. So here's
Okay.
Don. Here's Don Whiteley. He's saying, I've been your fan since
Excellent.
1970 when you're in this play on Broadway. You signed my original record album for me last year. That's one of your
I
fans right
did.
there. Yeah. That's Don.
What did I say? Did I say something good?
Here's another musician. He goes, I bat left hand. Does that count? Say, there you go.
He bets left-handed.
Yeah.
He bets.
He bats. He bats. He's a baseball player. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. You know what I did? Talking about sports guys, I went into Dan's Guitars one day. This is kind of embarrassing, but I got to tell you, it's kind of funny. You know Stan Fernandez? You
Okay.
know him?
I don't know him, but I heard the name. Yeah.
You know football. I mean baseball. He's
Baseball.
a pitcher,
Uh-huh.
right? But I didn't know this. For a lot of time, I wasn't watching any sports. I was busy doing my thing. So I go into Dan's Guitars, and Dan comes. He says, "Hey, I got somebody I want you to meet." So he brings me over to Stan. And he goes, "This is Stan Fernandez." I went, "You're the circus guy, right?" So I figured Fernandez, you know,
Yeah, yeah. E.K.
yeah,
Fernandez.
yeah, E.K. Fernandez. And you're the circus guy. And he went, no. And he turned around. I put my hand on his shoulder and he went, like that. He knocked off my hand. He was not too happy. I'm sorry, Stan, if you're listening. I was a sheltered kid. I mean,
Yeah.
even when I was in the business, I was just doing my thing. I was very tunnel vision,
Uh,
and I was Mary Magdalene. In fact, they were calling me that as I walked down the streets of New York. Hey, Mary, and so that's why I kind of turned at that point. I kind of I said, I want to do my rock and roll thing.
uh-huh.
But I didn't finish my story when they offered that or have 1%.
Uh-huh.
I took the money because we were
Oh,
hungry, and
sure.
so if I took the percentage, I would have been very rich. But probably would have spent it on nonsense, and I would have become a drug addict. It was like
Mm,
not destined to be. So things happen for a reason.
sure.
That.
Sure. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway, later on, I was just tired of the Mary Magdalene thing, and so I know that sounds very ungrateful, but you can understand when you're young, you have aspirations. I wanted to be a kick-ass electric guitar player. I mean, that's what I wanted to be,
Mm-hmm.
and sing. But they took away my guitar, and I was married, so that's why I was kind of like, I want to get back to my roots, and so I went and did this album in England. That's where I got to meet Pete Townsend, and he came
Mm-hmm.
into the studio, and because I wanted to do "I Can't Explain," which was a song I loved, as a teenager, and so he walked in, and he was carrying his guitar and a bottle of brandy, and he just didn't say hello to anybody. We were surprised we got him because this was like a crapshoot. So he sits down and he just goes ramp, 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 and he triple tracks his guitar and blows the electrical system. So we had to
Oh.
go downstairs to the pub and drink while he fixed it. So we did. We came back upstairs and he finished the thing, and then he just left and didn't say a word to anybody. I mean, he was the most weird guy. But at least he did wonderful, wonderful track. Later on in Eric's band, Eric had the best people opening for him because we had the Eagles, we had Who,
Well, you're talking about Eric
we had
Clapton.
Eric Clapton,
Mm-hmm.
Santana opened for us. And so all these people were, backstage with us, and I got to meet all these incredible people. I was like, what a great gig. I mean, can you think of a better gig when
Wow.
he's one of my idols and he asked me to be in his band? It's like, what? I had friends in Hawaii. They're going, not. You couldn't
Not. Not you.
believe it. No, yeah, because it was just too far fetched. I mean, your Superstar was so different from the heavy rock,
Yeah.
which is another thing that happened to me. I was so spread out because I was doing that, the Superstar thing, the Mary Magdalene thing, and I was being asked to go to hospitals and help heal people. And then Eric
Oh, wow.
Clapton, which was like, cocaine, so it was like, what is she? And then I do Saturday Night Fever, which was disco, and you know how rock hated disco. So there was a clash there. And so I never did have a real place to center myself. I was like, kind of, is she that or is she this? What is she? So I guess I don't think I really knew myself. I knew what I was myself, but getting the opportunities to put that forward were becoming few and far between because forget the electric guitar thing. I was just basically back to my acoustic and just playing what I knew, and I wasn't forwarding myself that way. So, and also I wanted to sing like Grace Slick, and that wasn't happening either. So I just did what I do, and people say you have a great ballad voice, use that. I would do what people told me to do. Which is probably why I got the opportunities I did. Because they weren't bad things. It was just kind of guiding me.
Mm-hmm.
But when they took my guitar away and they changed my jeans to red satin pants and, chainmail, it was like, whoa, this is really a departure, And that was Raquel Welch's husband who wanted to, Shep Gordon was my manager. Do you know Shep?
No.
You know who that is? Shep Gordon? He lives on Maui. He's an incredible manager,
Wow.
wonderful man. He then said, well, we need to change your image a little bit. And so they did that. And suddenly I was all glitzy and in satin pants and no guitar to lean on and doing songs that I normally don't think I would have listened to or picked up at a record store. But I was doing them because my producer said, do this. I think you do it well. Well, he wrote all those songs. That's why, I found out later. That's where you get the cash, right? When you write the songs. So So I did that album. That was the Love Me album, and it did quite well. But it
Wow.
just missed the If I Can't Have You Boat, because that was just a little bit after that. So the next album, Night Flight, is where that song got to be on there. And by that time, the momentum was already all in the Saturday Night Fever album. So it didn't get pushed over to my album, where it was at the last track on the other side. So I never did have a gold album to myself. I was on platinum albums through Eric and Jesus Christ Superstar, but I had two silver singles from England for Love Me and Hello Stranger, that's what I have on my walls. Because they're mine, it's got my name on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what made me proud. Although I didn't write either song, but Barbara Lewis, who wrote "Say Hello Stranger," she called me up and she thanked me for doing it because she said she was getting the royalties. I'm going, you're welcome.
Oh. Yeah. Well, tell you what. Let's take a little break. We'll take a little musical break. We'll share some of some information, and we'll be right back. When we come back, let's talk a little bit more about the music. And I see that earlier this year you were in Southern California in concert, in fact, with Ted Neely. And so we'll talk a little bit about that when we come back from our break.
Yeah,
If you just
great.
joined us, we're talking with Yvonne Elliman. We're glad that she's not Kim Sean. What?
Kim Shane.
Kim Shane. We're glad you're not Kim Shane. You kept your name because Yvonne Elliman by any other name is still Yvonne Elliman. We'll be right back, you guys. Hang in there.
I don't know why
I'm surviving all these lonely days.
when there's got to be
No chance for me.
my life would end if I can't have you.
I don't want nobody, baby.
If I can't have you, oh. It's Saturday night. I don't know why I'm surviving every lonely day when there's got to be no chance for me. My you sing along, please? Come on. Do it with us. Do it with us. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, oh. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, no. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, no, nobody. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, Boston. No, no.
It seems so good to see you back again. How long has it been? It seems like a mighty long time. Shabbat, Shabbat, my baby. It seems like a mighty long time. Oh,
Shoe bop, my baby. Ooh, stop my heart. I'm that voice, that song. Oh my goodness. We gotta
I
stop the
know,
show
you're
right there.
serious. I love
Oh,
that song. Thank God for reverb, huh?
ooh. Oh goodness. I could just replay that song and put it on replay, and it is on repeat.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
loved it. I loved it. I mean, I was always taken with that song, listening to it in the '60s, and that's the first thing I requested. I'd like to do that song with Freddie Fred,
yeah,
and
yeah.
so he's launched right into his. Yeah, thank you.
Wow. So let's see. We got quite a few of our friends that have jumped in over here, and I don't want to miss their aloha. Here's Michael McCartney. Aloha from Lahaina. Welcome, welcome,
Yeah,
welcome.
I'm not.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
uh, so
China. Yeah,
let's,
yeah.
yeah,
How is he?
there is,
Is he okay?
yeah, are you doing okay, Michael? We have Kathy right here that says, I want to meet Ted. Uh-oh. Okay. um,
Well,
uh,
he's. Anytime you meet him, he will talk to you until he's answered your last question. The
aw,
man is will stand and talk to everybody and give them the same. I mean, just the same amount of love that he gave the last person. He doesn't pick and
aw,
choose. He's really giving because he's so thankful that his fans have given him that opportunity to work
yeah.
at the age of 81. I mean, he's still out there. We're working together doing screenings and all that. Anyway, sorry to butt in. Go ahead.
No, that's beautiful. No, that's beautiful. I'm glad to hear that Ted and you still have that um, musical relationship
Yeah,
together and making beautiful music, man. Absolutely.
yeah. Well,
Here's
he's the easiest person to work with. Go ahead. Yeah.
That's great. Here's let me see. Here's Pu'uvai. She is part of our ohana over here. Pu'uvai says, "I love you so much, Yvonne. I'm a new fan,
Is
and
her name? Does her name mean heart?
yeah, lots of hearts." She's
I'm
she
learning
said,
Hawaiian, since I came back. Uvai. Isn't it the
"Nice.
heart?
Pu'uvai is heart. Yes, Pu'uvai is heart."
Yeah.
So she says,
Wow, that's a nice name.
I'm a new fan. I discovered you after I attended the 50th anniversary showing of Jesus Christ Superstar a year or so ago. I met Ted. That was the first time I heard your voice. It was so mesmerizing.
Oh,
I love the star that you've become. I'm sorry, I just timed out on us just a second. Let me get back to that.
oh wow.
Pu'uvai. She says, I love the
Where
star.
is this? Where? Uh-huh.
And she says, you become, I love you and Ted together. She loves your duets together. That's so beautiful.
That
My
sounds.
goodness, the comments are just coming in so fast. I was thrilled to meet you in Santa Ana, Pu'uvai says. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Love.
Uh, and somebody from the Ted Neely official European fan club says, Aloha, love from Rome. Welcome. Welcome.
Oh, many friends over there.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
did the show over there. It was great. What a great place to
That's
live and
wonderful.
eat.
Yeah.
Not a bad meal ever. Never get a bad
Here's
meal there.
Hermano Bergalio. She says, hello, Yvonne. So welcome. And here's Jacqueline. Jacqueline says, aloha, Yvonne. Jacqueline here
Thank you.
from Massachusetts.
Wow. Okay.
Just
Yeah.
just saw the
So
both of
thank
you
you.
and Ted at Greenwich Odeum last month.
Oh, in Rhode Island. Yeah.
So
That was
much
fun.
talent. Love you. Thank you for decades of amazing music. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
uh,
really, it's a thing to be in this position.
yeah.
To have that in the past, and then I had 30 years of doing nothing in the business. I had a husband who was not. He wasn't. He wasn't supportive of me singing. He
Uh-huh.
preferred me to just take care of the babies and cook. And so that's what I did. I wasn't really allowed kind of to sing. So that was hard. When you have that in you, you want to do it. It's hard.
Mhm.
It's bad to repress it. So
Yeah.
I came back here. Tom Moffat actually called me back here. He said,
Oh,
I have a
Uncle
song.
Tom.
Just Uncle Tom, just release it over here. I said, yes, yes. He was going to buy my ticket because I didn't have any money. So he bought my ticket to come back here, and I came back. And because my mom and dad, I'm an only child, and they were getting older. So it was the right timing, and helped take care of them a little bit. And then it got worse later on. Not worse, but yeah, they got where they really needed me and my husband. And so we took care of my mom, bedridden, for 2.5 years. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But
Mm.
anyway, after coming back, I met this man who became my husband eventually, but he was a friend for a year, and he said, "Sister, where's your guitar? Sing. What's the matter with you?" Because I was kind of afraid. I thought people would judge me, accordingly to my past. I mean, expect me to sing like I did before, and it wasn't there. The range had gone down. I mean, so many things happen when your instrument's out of commission.
Mhm.
You don't practice. If you don't use it, it'll go. And it was slipping, and I couldn't like hold my vibrato properly. It was like, forget about it. It was like giving up, really. And so he said, "No, sing." And so I started singing with him, and we did harmonies, and I started to come back. And then we started doing, gigs. We went down to Shinsote and sang, we did the karaoke thing. Oh, it burns me up when people say karaoke. I correct them right away. I say,
Karaoke.
karaoke. Yeah, we sang out there. And then, the people would just give me so much love and the adulation, and just, it just felt so good. It was like a magic pill. And so I started to sing more karaoke, and then little by little we did little gigs here and there, and the feeling came back. And so today I'm doing gigs again. I did a 2-hour show and sang 14 songs, which is really a lot for me these days. And
Yeah.
but I did it, and
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm finding my voice again. I'm finding
Aw.
that at this age, 72, you can still do it if you get the opportunities. And if you don't get the opportunities, just go force them. Go down, sit on the sidewalk in Waikiki and just play for everybody. You never know who's walking by.
I know, right? You never know. You never know. You never know. And there you are having fun. You can see
Oh
that
yeah.
great
Oh,
smile on
and
your face.
I look a little bit crooked because I did break my back.
Oh,
And
oh,
so it didn't get fixed all the way, so I have like 20% back. But there's that, so I'm
oh,
trying to hold myself up, and it feels like you got two big bricks in front of you holding me
oh,
down. And it's also
yeah.
my left side started to give way. It's just not holding me up, so I have a cane. So I walk on stage with a cane. I know that blows the image, but you got to do what you got to do. It's the only way I'm going to walk. And so I find ways to kind of hide it. I use the mic stand as a thing to hold on to, but
Mm-hmm.
the fans want you, and they don't care.
Yeah.
There's a big thing with the visual with me. It's got to look good, but I look at myself doing a video like that, and I go, but
Oh, but that
I'm
voice,
getting more and more accepting. Oh, thank you.
that voice,
Like,
and
close your eyes and listen.
no, that voice and the aloha and everything. Look at this. Aloha, Yvonne. We love you too. This is Mona Madrid, sending her aloha.
Thank you.
And she says, very excited. Here's Lisa saying, very excited about a new single with Ted Neely that you
Yeah,
have
it's
out.
a Beatles song. It's a Beatles song. One of the last ones they did together called Now and Then, and it's
Uh-huh.
going to come out soon. Yeah, it's a video and a single. Wow, get a single at this late stage in my life. Really good.
Yeah. Here's Brenda.
Really
She says, share that beautiful gift of yours, Yvonne, as much as you can. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. You and like you said,
good.
don't want to suppress it. Just share that God-given gift, and
Yeah.
thank you for
Yeah. Thank
acknowledging
you.
that. Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why. That's why. That's the only reason I'm out there doing it is because of the fans.
And here's Pooh.
Absolutely.
Here's Pooh Vai. We love you singing on stage. No one cares about the cane. You are beautiful.
Oh,
Yes. 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 That's it. That's
that means
it.
a lot. Thank you so much.
Aw.
By the way, in October we're going to go. We're going to do the Mexican Riviera on a cruise, Princess Cruise, where Teddy and I are going to be on there, and we're going to be, talking to the people, singing whatever. We haven't gotten the full gig yet, but we're going to be out there on the seas, going up and down the Riviera.
Yay. Here's
Yeah,
Kathy.
yeah.
Here's Kathy said, talk about the cruise. There you go. That cruise is coming up.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
You can go to we love let me see, and one more. Don Whitley says I am 72 in November, so I'm right there with you, my dear friend. Someone just someone just texts me right now and says, please read the text. Let me see what's happening over here. Um, oh, this is Ted Neely. I'm sorry, Ted, we missed that text from you. Ted says, hi, Yvonne, tell us about your new video coming out in June of what's his name, Neely something. I I think it's called Now and Then, correct? I think it's
yeah.
going to be another huge hit. There's Ted. hitting us there. I'm sorry I missed your text
Yeah.
here, Ted.
Hey Ted, thank you, honey. They're just thinking that I'm so forgetful that I will forget, but no, I won't forget that. I did tell you about that, right? I
Okay.
told you about that. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It turned out great. And behind the screen of the video, we're showing people that have gone from our lives. You know, because it's about that,
Oh,
about missing someone now and then. I miss you, and so yeah, my mom and dad came up and
oh,
yeah, my mom was she was 103, darling.
oh my
103 when
goodness.
she passed
Wow.
last May. And my husband and
Wow.
I, 2.5 years we were at home for 2.5 years solid, watching her bedridden,
Hmm.
dementia, deaf, the whole bit. And it was the hardest thing I ever had to do, but I'm the only child. I had to be here, and I love my mom. And
Uh,
oh man, but and we didn't go out with each other, you know, because somebody had to always be home. So
yeah.
we're just getting into enjoying each other's company again by going out and hitting the local places to eat. But anyway,
Yeah.
so everybody look after your parents.
Yeah.
You know,
Here's Michael
they
from
look after
Lahaina.
you. Oh
Here's
yeah,
here's Michael saying
hi.
I'm taking it one day at a time, and that's the best we can
Oh,
do, really.
my
Um,
husband's son house in Lahaina, and
oh,
it
yeah.
was it was
Uh,
shockingly hard. But
and let me
anyway,
see more comments coming in. Here's Auntie Hetty saying, "Glad you continue to sing." There's she says, "Keep on keeping on." There you go.
you know what? Thank you. You know, I was gone from 1969 till I came back in 2001, and I missed the gravy golden years of the Hawaiian music when it came back
Mm,
really strong. When I
mhm.
had Cecilia and Capono sing on one of my albums, they did 2 tracks with me. They were wonderful. I mean, that's why I came back home and I heard them. I went, whoa, these guys are
Oh,
amazing on my album. But I missed all the other guys, the Country Comfort, all those people, Kalapana. I didn't know who these people were. When I
yeah,
came back, and I opened for Kalapana, which was wonderful, and I got to meet the people. And now I've heard the music, and my husband sings as well, and he sings it all so well. So I harmonize with him. I'm getting to know it that way. But I want to learn some Hawaiian songs now. I mean, you know,
yeah.
I can talk Hawaiian. You know, I know where to put the accents and stuff. So I'm gonna start learning. I'm gonna start learning
You know,
Manoa.
Hen-
I know,
Henry Capono is doing so many things there with
man,
young talent, and so he's very current and very into it.
amazing. He does.
I would
Yes, he's gonna play the Blue Note, right? And he's gonna have
yes,
young people
I
there.
would love for you and Henry to get together on a project and do something. That would be
That would be
ooh
that would be great. I love Henry.
ooh. Let's make
He's
that.
a real survivor and a
Yes,
forward going guy. I mean,
yes,
I
yes,
don't know how
yes.
How many Hondas he's sold, but I'm sure he's got many.
Henry had been on the Aloha Friday show a couple of times, and he's a good buddy.
Oh
He's a
yeah.
good brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's
So Pool Vices, Princess Cruise, Mexican Riviera, October, Yvonne and Ted Neely. I'm there. Sign me up. Yeah, there you go. uh, Here is
that's great.
Bobby Potter. Just watched your 78 episode on
Oh,
Hawaii 5-0.
number
You
one with
were
a bullet. Yeah,
you
yeah.
were great. Your
Back
voice
water.
never changes. Yeah,
Oh,
miss you. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Bobby,
Uh,
honey.
Michael Anthony Smith. Hi, Michael. He says hi there. Saying
Hi,
hello to everyone.
Michael. Hi. I
You
can't
know,
see anybody, but
so many of the messages are coming in. Please forgive me if I missed you. They're coming in really, really, really fast, and I try to capture as many as I can. But thank you so much for your comments, and they're still coming in. Here is Jerilyn Jer. She says, "I am from Chicago." There we go, Chicago, jumping in here
all
today
right.
as well. You know what?
Yeah, some of my relatives are from there, and
Yeah,
actually, my relative. I did meet my cousin one day at a Chicago pizzeria. Where else? And she said,
nice.
"Yvonne, sit down. Sit down. I got something to tell you." I went, "What?" And she said, "Do you know that your father was left on a doorstep in a shoebox when he was a
Oh,
preemie?"
oh,
And that's the first time I learned about it. I was 60 years old. I went, "What? You're kidding me." So I thought I was French, German, English. I mean, all this time because that's what he told me. Well, no, he was left in a shoebox, and the woman whose door it was, that she picked him up and she adopted him. And
oh,
so, and she came over. She was supposed to come over to the Titanic. She was French, but
huh,
her family, the town gave them a going away party that that they had to sell their tickets to the Titanic, right? So they didn't go. And I thought
Wow.
all these years, I thought, wow, if she went, I would not be here today and all that. But yeah, I would, because she wasn't really my grandma. So, you know,
Okay.
with changing, I thought, oh man, North Wisconsin, that's close to the Dakotas. Maybe there's a little bit of American Indian in there. Maybe I got something different in my makeup. You
Yeah.
know? I
Yeah.
thought I was Filipino, you know. But I got
You
no,
might.
no. My daughter checked the 23andMe, and
Yeah.
I am a little bit Filipino.
You got some
1%.
Filipino.
1%.
Okay, I want to ask you about this here before we go here. This is the Yvonne Elliman T-shirt. Oh,
Yes,
that
everything's
is
all right.
everything's all right. And
It's
if
a positive affirmation that everything really is going to be all right.
uh-huh,
If it's not all right, it's going to be. You just, things will fall where they fall, but just be on the good side, and
yeah,
you'll be okay.
nice positive reaffirmation. There is the website that if you want to take a look at a couple of the different designs of Yvonne Elliman's
Thank you.
apparel, which is very cool. It's on the tinmanmerchandising.com. And I saw that and I went, that is cool shirt. I really like that, man. It's a nice
Thanks.
positive message, man.
I'm
We're all...
the worst salesman. I don't know how to hawk my stuff. So, you know, if you like it, then you buy it, right? Anytime. If I like it, I buy it. Doesn't matter
So
how much it costs.
Lisa says, will Ted and you be performing during the cruise? Or you and Ted are going to be together on the
Yeah.
cruise? Yeah? Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
we will. We don't know where or what, but they're asking us to sing a couple things, and so we don't know in what format or whatever. But yes, we're going to sing, and
Aw.
that, you know, it comes kind of naturally when we get together. It's just one of the things we do, and so yeah, he's so great, you know.
O- On
He
that,
acts. He's so much like Jesus. I'm not kidding. On the set
Aw.
in Israel, they just followed him around like he had a magnet attached to him, and people just like wanting to be with him and be near him because everything was so real coming from him.
yeah.
And he's still that today. He's still that way. He's a gorgeous, wonderful man. I love him dearly.
Wow. Let me see. Someone said, oh, here's Pu'uvai. I love the T-shirt. I love the song. Can we have part 2 of this podcast so we can hear more about the real Yvonne Elliman? Yay! You see,
Bye. You must have your finger on the dial. That's the way, girl.
yeah. You know, and that's one of the things we talked about, Yvonne, in that our ohana are so embracing, and so we're so inclusive with all of the various different parts of the world that connect with us, and it's all with aloha. And thank you so much for being a part of that. And
So
our door to our hale over here at the Sandwich Island Social Network. Aloha Friday show will be always open to you if you'd like to come back and we talk stories some more of
are we
the
pal already?
I know, and us guys when Portuguese out, we have a whole hour. We can
Well,
no.
I
So
had some closing comments, but
yes.
I don't remember what they were.
Oh, no, but you know, someone asked. Let me see. Someone asked a real, and I wanted to do that. You see, maybe this might be for the next time we get together. Here's Jacqueline, and Jacqueline says, I didn't realize you performed with Eric Clapton. You moved me to tears with your performance of I Can't Find My Way Home in Rhode Island. You gave us goosebumps.
Thank you. Eric gave me that opportunity on stage. He said, smoke break. He said, sing the song. So I sang the song, and then people loved it. And so then he couldn't, after a while, he came on stage and he did the duet with me because it's a huge response to that song, you know. It's just a mysteriously wonderful song, yeah. But I also had to wear this gun belt, and I put $20 bills in where the bullets went, and I throw them out to people. So that's why a lot of people came to my side of the stage. Eric, what the hell's going on here? How come everybody's on her side of the stage?
So there's the website, tinmanmerchantstore.com. Thank you, C, for that. If anybody wants to pick up some apparel, some Yvonne Elliman apparel over there. Auntie Hetty says, glad podcast, glad I came on. You can use my name. You can have a note from Kamaka that you would skip the ukulele class, Auntie Hetty. It may not be any good, but you can tell them you was with Kamaka. That's all good. Here's Mona Madrid.
We're coming by the window.
That's fun.
Woo! But you know
Here's
what? I hear that you're gonna have Bob Apisa.
yeah, next Friday. Yeah.
You know, my husband said Baba Pisa, and I thought, who's Baba? I thought it was Baba Pisa.
Oh,
Baba Pisa.
like
Hey, Farrington Boy.
yeah,
Oh,
Farrett.
that's-
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So here's Mona. She says, "Sorry, sweetie, about your back. I broke mine too. Thanks for giving me more courage to pursue my singing career from my wheelchair." She says, "Yay,
Absolutely.
yay, Mona."
Absolutely. This thing's not broken, right? The voice-
No,
Use it.
no.
Use it, my dear.
Yes, 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 yes.
Come
Um,
on.
and so, yeah, and again, we have many more comments coming in. We've come to the end of our time together, but you know what? We would love it if you want to come back and we do part 2 and we talk stories some more and you tell us more of your stories. We would love it, love
Absolutely.
it. We'd
I gotta go
love
to
it.
Detroit next week. I gotta do something called Dancing to the Movies.
Nice.
I'm gonna sing a couple songs, you know. And so when I come back from that, May 12th or something, anytime after that, let's get together.
Nice, nice. I'll have Nate Jones reach out to you and let's set it up. We come back and talk
Good.
story. That would be so much fun. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you so much.
Great.
Um,
You're very easy to talk to. You make
Aw.
it really nice. You do.
We just hang out. We just hang out, talk story. Just talk story, man. um, Kathy says, "Love you and Ted." A lot of the folks are coming in on there, and she's. Here someone says, "Come to Charleston, South Carolina." We have many folks that are saying, "Come out to different parts of the country." And Nate
Wow.
Jones, there's my main man, Nate Jones. Mahalo again, Yvonne. Bob
Hi,
Pisa.
Nate.
Bob Pisa is tuning in as well. I'll reach out to you regarding part 2. Yes, he's on it. Okay,
Baba.
okay, Bob, like Boba Fett on Star Wars. You
Oh,
so
my leg is cramping. I gotta stand up.
okay.
Aloha.
Okay, aloha, Yvonne. Oh my goodness, there she goes. She's going into our we're going back into our
I suck some mustard.
she's going back into our green room over there and stretch out a little bit. But thanks so much. And again, Ekalamai, sorry if we missed you on our comments, but we enjoyed having you join us here on the Aloha Friday show. Next week, Friday, the football great, NFL football great, Bob Apisa from his home in Las Vegas is going to be with us. And that's going to be a fun talk about Polynesian football and about all of the athletes that have came before and after Baba Pisa. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Thank you so much, everybody. You have a great rest of your Aloha Friday, and we will see you next time on the Aloha Friday show. And we thank you so much for all of your comments. And gosh, that was a great time. Thank you so much. You guys take care. We'll see you soon. Aloha no.
I was here when I saw you standing there. You were shining like a jewel.